All right, good morning, gang. It is, yes, just like Linda just said, a snowy morning. We have a winter weather advisory until 10 p.m. tonight for another 2 to 4 inches falling today. Blowing and drifting snow, they're saying, after 4 o'clock mainly. That's when the winds are going to be picking up. So be careful, please be careful driving. They're saying 6 inches total snowfall between what we got last night and by late tonight. So just be careful out on the roads. 89 northbound and southbound both this morning near Milton. Got a couple of pretty good crashes and some slow-moving traffic in that area. Please avoid it if you can. 89 southbound in West Leb. The right lane is closed because of a crash in that area. I think that's kind of right near the line there, right near the bridge. And then Route 66 in Randolph, just off exit 4. I'm not sure if they've cleared that one up yet. That was quite a while ago, right near McDonald's. So, again, go easy. We're looking at 32 degrees later on today for the daytime high. Some clouds, some snow. And, again, the wind's going to be picking up late this afternoon, blowing around anywhere from 20 to 40 miles per hour. So blowing and drifting snow, poor visibility, and some of these snow cells, for lack of a better term, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, snow cells. I'm not a meteorologist, whatever. These bursts of heavy snow squalls, whatever you want to call them, isolated. So it kind of depends on where the hell you are. It could be pretty intense for a short period of time. So just go easy, drive carefully today, and be careful. JT is with us live over at Dupree's. What's going on, buddy?
What's going on, brother man? How you doing today?
I can only imagine how busy you are, man. What's going on?
I mean, it's not too crazy. I've definitely had worse days. I've only been at it since about 4:30 this morning, so
Yeah.
nothing too intense. A couple accidents here and there. The roads are slimy and people aren't slowing down, so that's good for business, I suppose.
Yeah. Over near your area, just heard exit 4, Route 66 there in Randolph. Not sure if that one's cleared up yet. You have any ideas on that?
I mean, it really depends on which accident, because there's been
Okay.
a few. There's been a few there this morning.
Okay.
So it could be cleared up, but I'm not sure. I know I've done a couple of wrecks down in White River, a couple in Sharon. I'm actually headed to one over in Pomfret right now.
All right. 89 southbound near West Lab, the right lane is closed there. I guess that's right near the bridge.
Yeah, that should be cleared now. A car spun out, bounced off the guardrails. But yeah, that should be clear by now.
All right. Are you seeing everybody driving super responsibly this morning?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, of course. Slow.
Everybody thinks that when we get big snowstorms, tow companies love it when we get big snowstorms. These like 2 feet of snow. No, everybody expects a 2 feet snowstorm because it's all everybody talks about.
Right.
So when we get hit with a big storm, everybody's home, school's closed, some jobs closed for the day. It's these little storms where nobody really believes the weather, or we only get a dusting. And everybody's, I'm going to do 100 miles an hour. I've got all-wheel drive,
Sure.
my all-season tires, and everybody always wrecks. I mean, it's just, yeah.
Would you rather have two-wheel drive with snow tires, or would you rather have all-wheel drive with all-season tires?
Oh, winter tires, the two-wheel drive is way better than all-wheel drive with all-season tires.
Interesting. I think, drive carefully, slow the hell down, stay the hell off your cell phone too, right?
I mean, unless you want to support your local tow company, by all means.
This is true. Love you, buddy.
I'm not going to say no to money.
Yeah. Listen, I appreciate you checking in with us so much, man. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, not a problem, brother, man. Love you.
All right, love you too. Over and out. JT over at Dupree's Towing. Hey, today is Vermont's 10th annual Mental Health Advocacy day. It started at 8 o'clock this morning, goes till 4 o'clock this afternoon. Morning sessions taking place virtually or in person at the Vermont Supreme Courthouse Auditorium. Panels, awards, inspiring recovery stories, and so much more. The afternoon continues at the State House with legislator meetings, testimony, recognition by the House of Representatives, and it is going to be a big discussion about Medicaid rates, enhancing crisis services, and strengthening support for children, families, and older Vermonters. A lot to be said in that department. Which brings me into the FBQ this morning, the Facebook question of the day. What did you think of the governor's budget address yesterday? Were you surprised that health care wasn't brought into it? So please weigh in. We want to hear what you have to say. Birthdays this morning. Little Henry turned 4 years old yesterday. Happy birthday from your dad, James Farnham. Little Henry, 4 years old. Cody Blake also on the list today. Sunset and McAllister. Jim Condos, happy birthday, Jim. Samantha Donahue, Betsy Stanford, Kelsey Bourne, and Jean Tremblay Sequest, all on the birthday list today. Wow, do we have a lot to talk about? Wow, do we have a lot to get to this morning? I'll say it again, and I know I've already said it, but please exercise as much caution as possible this morning if you are out on the roads. It is greasy in some spots and greasier in others. So go easy, take it slow. And even if you're running a few minutes late, it's better to be late and safe. I don't even know where to begin this morning. This lady that is sitting right across from me right now, Brandy Carleton, the staff performance analyst with the VT Coyotes. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning. Thank you. I'm so excited to be here.
I'm thrilled to have you here. Anthony was running a little late. By the way, I will be picking on Anthony a little bit this morning.
I will enjoy that so much.
Will you?
Yes.
Will you help me bang that drum?
Try to, you know.
That sounds good. We have a lot to talk about, a lot to get to. But before too much more time slips by, I want to get to a guy that is standing by, and I would love to have him on the air with us. The Milton High School basketball player, Dominic Barcomb, who suffered a cardiac arrest right here in Barrie not too long ago, and he is with us live right now. Good morning, buddy. How are you?
Morning, I'm good.
My man, how are you feeling? Talk to me, man.
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. It's definitely weird not being able to use like my left arm as much, but
yeah,
definitely challenging.
What happened up at the Barrie Auditorium? Tell me what the experience was for you.
Well, we got to the school, and the game started like 15 minutes. Right as we got there, we had like 15 minutes to warm up and whatever, and change. So we're warming up. Everything. I feel fine. I feel perfectly fine. Then, I get subbed in 4 minutes into the game, and I still feel fine. I get the ball from my teammate. I bring it down the court. I make a pass, and my vision just went blurry. Like, everything went blurry. So I'm thinking, like, maybe I'm dehydrated or something. And then, like, once it all goes blurry, I turn around, run to my bench, and tell coach to give me a sub. I need to sit down for a minute. And then before I even got to the bench, like, that's when I collapsed. I didn't even get to the bench, and then I collapsed. and yeah, like I don't know.
That's crazy, crazy stuff. Especially a young guy like you. How old are you?
I'm 16.
16 years old.
Yeah.
What happened after that? You blacked out.
Um, After I blacked out, uh, they the athletic trainer came over, gave me CPR, tried to get me back that way, and they got me back for a few seconds, is what I was told, and then I went out again, and then that's when they had to get the defibrillator and shock me.
Then
But
what do you remember after that?
I remember I remember everything after that, but like other than yeah, I pretty much remember like everything. I wasn't delusional or like hallucinating or anything.
Were they doing CPR on you?
Yeah. No. Once they got me back from the defibrillator, I was fine. I was perfectly fine. But once I like originally collapsed, they did CPR.
Wow.
Yeah.
Every year, about 100 to 150 young athletes in the United States die from sudden cardiac arrest.
Really?
Yeah, really. Undiagnosed heart conditions. What did they tell you? Do you have do you have something going on? Are you going to be able to continue to play hoop?
Uh, yeah. They said I'll be able to play basketball and um frisbee, which is my other sport that I like to play. But they said I have my tonic dystrophy.
Okay. This you said you're 16 years old.
Yeah.
This is obviously going to be something that is going to uh, shape the rest of your life, buddy.
Yeah.
I mean, especially for you've got your whole life ahead of you, my man, and I'm sure this is you're going to be not only a great athlete but also a great spokesperson for promoting the importance of learning CPR and eating well, taking good care of yourself, but also, just being prepared. You never know who's walking around with a heart issue. I mean, we certainly didn't know that it was a young 16-year-old athlete who's in great shape playing high school hoop for Milton.
Yeah.
How's your mom dealing with this? How are your parents coping?
Um, my dad is like he's dealing with it better than he was before, but he's still like I don't know. He's trying not to be baby me, I guess, but he's just really nervous and because he always says like I'm the only thing that like really matters to him in life. Like if anything bad happens to me, he doesn't like he says if anything were to happen to me, like if I were to pass away, he said he doesn't know like how how's life would happen, you know. And then mom is like treating me how she normally would because I mean I'm fine with how they both treat me, but mom's treating me like trying not to baby me as much as dad is, but
Man, I got a little 10-year-old girl at home, so I can certainly relate to your dad's sentiment there, big time.
yeah.
What are you? I mean, I'm assuming that you're going to be playing hoop. I'm assuming that you're going to have a great rest of your school year. I'm assuming that you're going to be recognized with the Vermont Coyotes.
Yeah.
When they get their season started.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a lot of heroes, man, that have given you your life back.
Yeah, there's a lot.
And I see that Invisible Productions came over and shot a little documentary on you that is going to be released February 3rd, if I'm not mistaken. What did you think of that experience with Anthony getting over there and getting a camera and telling you to do this and do that?
I thought it was really cool, and I really appreciate that they did that, and they're trying to still do more for me. Like I didn't think this happening to me would, like, all of this would happen. Something, it's just crazy. Like, I don't know how to explain it.
Well, it rattled you, it rattled your family, it rattled your community, but it also brought about some great awareness of thinking quickly, responding quickly, reacting quickly, and having the knowledge of what to do and what to do fast. And there's a good number of heroes that jumped into action and literally saved your life, buddy, right out there on the court. I mean, this was quite a story. I mean, this reverberated throughout the whole state and beyond quickly. You're a hero, my man. And listen, I can't wait to meet you. I look forward to it. We're going to get you out on the hardwood up at the Barry Auditorium again on a very special occasion when the VT Coyotes are out there, and that team's going to throw some big love your way, my man.
Yeah. Look forward to meeting you and hopefully winning that game and meeting the VT Coyotes.
Yeah. Can't wait. Brother, let me tell you, that whole entire team is going to know your story. Trust me.
Yeah.
Listen, you get back to school, kick some ass, get some good grades, and make sure you keep throwing that ball around, all right?
You got it.
All right, brother. I look forward to meeting you.
All right. Look
Wow.
forward to seeing you.
All right, bud. Over and out. Dominic Barcomb. What a kid. 16 years old. And Anthony, all right to drop this preview here? I'm going to show you just a little teaser of what's coming.
Would have happened. It would have just been me and Dom and I. I wouldn't have been able to save him, and I wouldn't have been able to live with myself. And I just want people to just learn CPR.
My dad called me like 8 times. My mom called me a few times, and I was in shock. Like, I got messages from my dad saying Dom collapsed, like this, that, and the third. His heart stopped. He pretty much told me he was dead. Like, he was dead. His heart stopped.
The whole room has just like gone silent at that point, and it's just down to like, what happened to him. And so they started giving him CPR, and we all just had to have a moment of silence for him, stay there for a second. Afterwards, we did go to the locker room though.
I'm Barry, and I think everybody should be trained regardless, because I wouldn't have been able to save him if it was just myself.
Everyone was doing fundraisers, the person that gave me CPR, all the doctors that were there to help me, all the just everybody that was there. I couldn't be more thankful.
And that's just a quick snippet of the full-length documentary that is going to be released on Monday, this coming Monday, February 3rd, with Invisible Productions behind it. So please keep watch of the VT Coyotes Facebook page and social media for that. And, of course, I'm going to be watching and paying attention to this as well and making sure that this is all over, aired out, so that you get a chance to see the full length. That's just kind of the trailer, but what an honor, what a privilege it is to not only chat with Dominic this morning, but also to be part of this whole experience with the VT Coyotes and I got to tell you, the fact that Anthony and Invisible Productions jumped on that right away and said we gotta bring this story of Dominic into our story of the Coyotes. The fact that he did that so quickly doesn't surprise me at all, Brandy.
At all. He's very quick.
Yeah.
Very quick. But it that is an amazing story. It's huge. Dominic is a hero. I couldn't imagine at 16 what he was feeling. And then as a mother myself, I could not even imagine watching my son drop like that.
Same here.
Very, very emotional. It's just, he is a brave, brave, brave child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what were the stats? 100 to 150 athletes, the young athletes that this happens to without any warning.
At all.
And there's such a I guess a misconception that just because you're in your teens and you're running around and you're in the best shape of your life doesn't necessarily mean that you don't have some underlying health issues that
you never know.
You're not aware of.
Right.
Yeah.
And the passion of the game keeps the drive alive.
Yeah.
So I don't believe anything's going to stop him. He will continue to play, and that's his passion.
I can't wait to see him meet the VT Coyotes.
So exciting. Very exciting.
Really something else. Again, we'll make sure that everybody gets their eyes and their ears on this mini documentary when it comes out on Monday, this coming Monday. And again, keep watch VT Coyotes on social media, because that's the hub. That's where you're going to get all the information and stuff that's coming down.
Follow, like it. That's where everything is announced through that page.
Thank you so much for schlepping through the snow and coming down here this morning.
Thank you for having me.
You came a long way. Tell us a little bit about you. This is Brandy Carleton, by the way, the staff performance analyst with the VT Coyotes. Where are you from? Tell us about you.
I'm from Morrisville, and I pretty much am a Vermonter. I've been here since I was 7, and Lamoille County is where I've pretty much resided my whole life. I have 4 children, and we just hang out in Morrisville, Vermont.
Yeah. Wow. How did you? So tell us how you got into the VT Coyotes and
my boyfriend was on the Revolution League for years. And when I first met him, he's like, oh, I'm on a basketball team. I'm like, oh, that's cool. And then I went to one of the games like 6 months into it, and I was like, oh my goodness, I need more. I need to know about this guy, Andy. I need to know about how he did this, why he did this. It's very inspiring, just the Revolution League, right? Yeah. And so, I went in as a quiet watcher. And then by the third game, I'm like screaming because I'm such a huge supporter of pretty much everything he does.
Sure.
And then on Facebook, it was announced that Andy was the president of the Vermont Coyotes. And I was like, I wonder what this is. The next game, I saw there was a gentleman there with a camera, and I'm watching him like, I wonder what he's doing, because I'm a people watcher.
Yeah.
I like to see what people are doing. And then I was like, I'm going to talk to him. So I did, and I was like, what are you doing? And he's like, oh, I'm filming. I said, okay, that's cool. So then a couple days later, I saw his film, and then he was at the next Revolution game. I'm like, oh, my God, you are amazing. And he's like, oh, thank you. So then the tryouts, the community dinner, I was like, you have to go to this. You know, this is an amazing opportunity. So we went. And I heard Anthony's story, and I got chills and like tears in my eyes. And I was like, this guy is so fascinating. I must know more. Yeah. So I went up to him. I said, hey, if you ever need any help, I'm here. And he's like, yeah, it's great. And then, you know, we just talking every once in a while. And then the next time I saw him, I'm like, just to let you know, I'm here to help if you need it. And then he hit me up and was like, hey, how do you want to join a Zoom meeting and be at the table? And I'm like, absolutely. So here we are.
Isn't it remarkable how you don't have to necessarily, and I don't know anything about basketball. I shouldn't say that. I'm starting to know a little bit more because my daughter's starting to play. Yeah. I know what the difference between offense and defense is. That's about it. And I know that the ball is orange, right. I think. Is it orange? I think it's orange. I'm making fun of myself. But
well, in the ABA, it's white, red, and yellow. Not yellow. Blue. Sorry. Yes. So there you go. You learned something new today.
That's right. You know, isn't it incredible, though, that even if you are not a diehard basketball person, that when you step into an auditorium or a gym and there's a basketball game going on, the energy is infectious.
It is very much.
And it just pushes through the crowd.
Yeah.
And people that don't even necessarily know anything about basketball or have a favorite team are on the sidelines acting like a buffoon. Get it! But that's basketball.
It is. It is. It brings people together in a very positive way. And like you said, you don't have to know all the ins and outs of it.
Sure.
But if you know the basics, then you're fine.
And next fall, when the VT Coyotes step onto the hardwood at the Barry Auditorium, our hometown basketball team, there's going to be plenty of people in the audience that just simply, and I think this is probably one of the biggest messages of the VT Coyotes, just simply need to get out of the monotony of their lives, of the routines that they get into, get out of that house, get off of that couch, come out to a VT Coyotes game and just experience it.
Absolutely. Experience it. And then once you experience it, you get excited. And once you get excited, you get to see, you know, you mingle with other people. You're not on social media. You're out there. You're screaming. You're getting that dopamine.
Yeah.
I mean, it's huge. Yes. And for me, myself, I get so excited about the littlest things, but it starts when I wake up on game day. I'm like, oh my God, this is it. It's game day. And then when you step into the auditorium, it's like, wow.
Yeah.
Just electric.
It is electric. Yeah, that's the word right there.
Yes.
Already got a comment. How do I get front row seats? So, you know, obviously we want to know at some point here, maybe not today if you don't have the information, but how to get tickets and how to get maybe season tickets.
Absolutely. And that is not something I can speak on today. But again, like and follow the Vermont Coyotes because that's where it's all going to come out. Also, the website, also not just Facebook or Instagram, but the website, the Vermont Coyotes website. Okay. That is where everything's going to be announced.
Yeah. This is happening in the fall.
It is, yes, of this year.
That's crazy.
It is because it seems so far away, but it really is not that far away.
I texted Anthony, I think, on New Year's Eve, saying, this is your year.
Yeah.
2025 is the year that, man, a lot of stuff's going to change.
It really is. In so many good ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not just one.
We have needed this for a long time.
Yeah, absolutely. The people need this.
I just want to make sure that you're aware that I am wearing a Boston Celtics hat this morning.
I did notice that when I walked in.
Did you?
Your little swag, yeah.
Did you notice that I'm wearing just a regular plain black shirt?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you've noticed this. So you've
blue jeans.
And jeans.
Yes.
So you've noticed that I'm not wearing VT Coyotes swag, hat, shirt, but you are.
Yes. Very much so.
When the hell is Anthony going to get me a sweatshirt and maybe a ball cap? I mean, I'm on camera.
It's got to happen soon.
What's going on here?
Yeah, I feel you. I just barely got my sweatshirt today, so please don't feel bad.
Oh, okay. All right.
And I've been waiting for this literally since the Thanksgiving. I didn't get that 25. And I said to Anthony, I hit him up. I said, I'm waiting for my sweatshirt. He's like, don't worry. And here we are. I got my sweatshirt.
Last night, how about those Spalding High School girls beating People's Academy 54-35, and then U32 destroyed Montpelier last night too.
Yes, I did.
Wow.
I did watch that virtually, and one of our staff members, Nashonda.
She's listening right now. She's tuned
hello,
in.
Nashonda. She is the coach, and I tell you, her girls were electric, and I loved watching it.
Does she put out some volume?
Oh my goodness, so much. Her positive energy and just her community outlook and everything. It's amazing. We are so lucky to have her.
Yeah.
Yes.
Her team definitely knows that she embodies this. She's passionate.
She very much so.
Yeah. I got to tell you, Central Vermont, I don't want to say Barrie, but Central Vermont is so excited about the Coyotes coming.
Yes. And we want them to be excited. We want all of Vermont. We want that to spread to the whole state of Vermont, up and down.
So do we have the team? Is the team getting built right now? And tell me about this tournament, Windsor High School. Tell me about this.
Yes. So still recruiting, still looking for all that. That's all I can speak to at this point. And on February 16th, we are going to Windsor, and we are, it's the next 32 of the Revolution basketball players. The last one was 48, and now we're down to 32, and it's going to be a tournament. And the MVP of that game is going to get a guaranteed spot at the training camp this fall with the Vermont Coyotes' first ever training camp. And then, this is exciting. Like, this is where these 32 men need to bring their all because we're watching. And not saying, I mean, there will be other invitations, but you want that guaranteed spot. So you want to go hard.
Do we have, you said February 16th, Windsor High School for this big tournament?
Yes.
Do we have a time on this?
Yes. First game starts at 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock in the morning.
Players have to be there and ready by 9 a.m. Yes.
And who can be part of this tournament?
Like who can play or who can watch?
Who can play?
So the 32 Revolution players are the ones playing.
All right.
And then that's where we're going to, each time we're going to dwindle down.
Wow.
Players, yeah.
What's Andy saying about all this?
Andy is so excited. No, he really is excited about this. And Andy actually plays in it. So he's part of the 32, and we're rooting for everybody. And we're really excited for this.
He's a short dude.
Well, I tell you, he's very competitive and very good. I mean, I've seen his trophies. He has shown us his trophies. So.
Yeah.
And the best thing about Andy is he thinks I'm just such a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
He tells me that all the time.
I mean, if I'm sure he does. I mean, I'm 5'4". What's he? He's got to be right around there.
I mean, I think
5'5"?
Anthony said 4'11" one time.
Did Anthony say that? That's going to be ugly.
I don't know how tall Andy is, but that doesn't matter. He's definitely showing people that you don't have to be tall in this game.
No shit.
He kills it.
And I think was what Massachusetts is where he was playing in high school. I think
that's what I heard.
Mistaken.
Yeah. Philly. That's
in Philadelphia. Oh, that's right, Philadelphia. Yeah. And just like one of the star players down there.
Yeah. Incredible.
Knows what he's doing.
And I've seen him play on the Revolution team, and he's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Joe, the assistant coach, I mean, everybody's so excited.
Yeah, Joe's really great. He's just, his demeanor is, I can't even explain it. It's a calmness. Of course, you've met Joe.
Yeah.
You've had him on the show.
Yeah.
And just his light that just radiates from him. He's wonderful.
Tell me about, throw some love at the other staffers.
So I actually want to announce that there's been a couple changes other than adding me.
Yeah.
It was announced that our general manager, Chris, he is no longer with the Vermont Coyotes. As well as Martha, and as well as our head coach, Jesse.
Okay.
So those three are no longer with the Vermont Coyotes, and that's about all I'll say and speak on that. But I will say that we are excited for potential head coaches.
Okay.
And that will be announced when one is secured. But have no fear, because Anthony and Andy, they are very good at what they do, and they will have somebody lead the Vermont Coyotes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's going to be, like I said to Anthony a couple of months ago, I'm like, man, this is going to be a fast year.
It is. It's fast track, and it's like all hands on deck. Everybody has to be a part of this. And we all have careers outside of Vermont Coyotes. And so we're so passionate that, when we clock out of our other job, it's straight to the next job.
Sure.
Or not job. Vermont Coyotes, I don't see as a job. I see it as this passionate thing. I view it as that, like, I'm excited. The excitement doesn't end. I'm researching. I'm looking things up. I'm like, hey, I'm bugging Anthony all day long. Hey, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? Just because it is that exciting. So, yeah, it's fast, and it's a commitment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, I have so many questions about, tickets and the impending start date of everything. And I think it's going to be what, October-ish?
Yeah, I would say October-ish, yes.
All right. And tickets, I mean, it's like, just watch the page, watch the social media.
Yes, because we will announce it, and it's not that we don't announce things in a small way. When we announce things, they go big, right? Go big or go home.
Yeah.
So, and it's going to be so exciting, and we'll give everybody plenty of time to secure tickets, season tickets, whatever it is. Yep. We want people there. We want them there. We want the stands filled. We want them cheering. We want that.
There's going to be some theme nights, some stuff going on where different people in our community are showcased. Obviously, Dominic Barcomb will be one of them, but there's going to be some fun too and some entertainment, and we're going to get the kids out of the stands.
Yes. That's the hope, and that's what ABA is all about, right?
Yeah.
Like, aside from the NBA, that's why they make it exciting. They have these contests. They've had these, headliners, or they have these celebrity players come in from the community and shoot a round of hoops. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be a hell of a ride, I have to say, and we are not going to disappoint the fans.
No. Not at all. February 16th, Windsor High School, the place to be, starting at 10 a.m. But this tournament is going to be going on all day. The Revolution basketball is going to be there. Andy and the rest of his staff and players, and this is the A game, man. I mean, this is like, these players are coming out there, and they are not just doing a little bit of Saturday afternoon fun. This is This is serious.
Yes. And about the Revolution basketball that I absolutely loved is that they don't practice. They come to the court. They don't, they know who their team is, but they just play. And it's incredible to me that these men don't have to practice with each other to come together. Mm-hmm. And that is it says something about the game.
Sure.
It really does. So, yeah, they have to go hard.
Is there anything else that we can think of or promote for the VT Coyotes before we close out?
I just say come out, have a great time, and root for our guys because they're gonna do some really good here in Vermont. They really are, and watch our page, share our content, and this is a great organization and good people.
Yeah, and you can buy sweatshirts and hats. And
You can. We did roll out black, the same sweatshirt I'm wearing right now, but in black, and we rolled out 25. The last I heard, there was 13 left.
Yeah.
But as we move forward, more merch is coming out, and so that is something to be excited about.
Yeah,
Like, grab
big
your
time.
merch, get out there, support, wear it everywhere, wear it to the games when it's game time. Yeah, absolutely.
It's going to be amazing. I'm so
It is.
excited.
So excited. And I mean, I am so passionate about it. And again, I'm just like, I don't play basketball. I tried when I was younger and was like, no, I don't like running that much.
Yeah.
So
I'd
I'm
like
just
to-
like, so excited.
I'd like to do a little one-on-one with Busano.
Yeah. That I would like to see. I really would.
He's an inch taller than me. He's 5'5".
He's 5'5", huh?
I'll go right between his legs if I have to. Thank you so much for coming in here.
Thank you. This was very fun and
This is
exciting.
A lot of fun. And
Yes.
listen, this is not going to be the first time that you're on the Aired Out podcast.
No, I'll be back.
All right.
I will be back with more.
Come down here anytime.
Yes.
And maybe, just maybe, I'll get Anthony on one of these days.
I know. We're
It's like,
gonna
what do I
try
have to
for
do?
it.
Pay money?
Him and I can switch. I can be behind the camera.
All right. Let's do that.
Yes,
All
I
right.
vote yes.
And, and maybe I'll get rid of this Celtics hat and wear a Coyotes
The
hat.
next time I'm here, I will personally bring you some merch. I promise.
Maybe a sweatshirt.
Mark my word.
All right.
Andy, you hear that? I need a sweatshirt for him.
Okay. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.